Today I messed up by helping my cat kill a moth. Ever since he was a kitten, my cat and I had come to an understanding. Let me explain. My cat generally doesn't like being picked up. However, one time, 6 years ago, a moth flew into my house. My cat wanted to kill it, but he couldn't reach it. I don't know how I got the idea, but I picked him up to help him reach it. At first, he squirmed, then when he realized he could reach the moth, he forgot about me and proceeded to murder the moth. Afterwards, I'd put him down, give him a treat and a couple pets. And from then on, we had pact. When a moth, spider, or some other bug was out of reach, I'd pick him up and my cat would kill it. Truly a win-win situation. Fast forward 6 years to today. A moth flew into my bedroom. Just as I get up to kill it, I see my cat staring intensely at it. He's got this determined, adorable, murderous look on his face. As I'm looking at him, he turns to me and I can almost see the pleading in his eyes. Please, I got this. Okay, I respond. I pick him up and he starts waving his paws in what are several failed attempts at catching the moth. WTF boy. Maybe a little rusty at this. Then, in what can only be described a 400 IQ move, the moth flies directly at my cat. My cat panics and flails everywhere. I scream and drop him from about 7 feet up. He's fine. Pain. There is only pain. I look at my arm. In the moment, I have no idea how bad it is, so I just rush to the bathroom to disinfect my arm. Fortunately, it's not that bad. It just stings whenever I move left arm or hand. I walk back to my room and see the cat just laying there. You see this shit? I asked him. He sniffed it a bit and just kind of looked unconcerned. Just a minor flesh wound. Didn't even rupture an artery. My claws must be dull. I mean, that looks bad. I go back into my room and see the moth there. I go to kill it and my cat makes this weird trilling sound. He's staring intensely at the moth, eyes filled with murder lust. He looks at me for permission. This time, I killed the moth. Too long. Didn't read, cat broke our murder pact. Probably should never have formed one with a cat anyway. Today I messed up by misinterpreting the CEO's arm gesture in a job interview, and then locking arms with him as if we were best friends forever. Update 3, I got the job. Update 2, third interview is in a week's time. This is dragging on, sorry smile update, oh my word. I've been invited to the second round of interviews. Obligatory, this happened yesterday. The memory still makes me cringe. And cry. I had a job interview with the CEO, in person, despite COVID. I was super nervous, as per usual. Maybe even more than usual, because I really wanted this job. I tried to calm myself down, but by the time the interviewer showed up I could literally feel my heartbeat in my throat. He, 50-ish / male, walked down the stairs towards me, in his nice suit, but stopped halfway down. I figured the interview would take place upstairs, so I got up to meet him. And as I was walking up the stairs towards him, he put his arm up. And his elbow out. And my brain just sort of went error. I suppose it could have only meant two things. It could have meant, A, please take my arm, milady, so I can escort you to the room as if we're strolling down the promenade together, or, B, please give me an elbow bump, since we can't shake hands, which is really not an uncommon gesture at all in the Netherlands. So what did I do? Yes, I went with option A and I eagerly locked arms with this strange man that I'd never met before in my life, as if saying yes, good sir, let's go for that stroll. And then we just stood there. Arm in arm, halfway up the stairs, sheepishly staring at each other. I wanted the earth to swallow me whole. I just didn't know what to do next and I don't think he'd fully understood what had happened, so neither of us moved. When he'd finally gathered his senses, he said I meant to give you an elbow bump? After which I quickly put as much distance between us as I could and mumbled right. Right, yes, that makes much more sense. Because it did, let's face it. And then we had the interview. Too long. Didn't read. I got so nervous that I misjudged the CEO's arm gesture during a job interview, and locked arms with him as if we were best friends forever. Why am I like this? I don't know if I got the job, I'm not hopeful, but I'll keep you guys updated.